Hello everyone, and welcome to another green marble crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very simple sweater using these two yarns. So one is an electric blue with silver thread running through the middle, and the other is a white with sort of a pearly iridescent thread running through. So for this pattern I have used inspiration from another source, so I'll make sure to link that in the description below. Also for this pattern, it's from the top, crocheting from the top down. So from the top down, using double crochet with a raglan seam. Today I'm going to be filming outside, just because it's a really nice day and it'll look pretty in the sunlight. Thanks for joining me. I can't think of anything else to say. I'm going to try and film this in far less time than I filmed my other tutorials, because I know they're quite long and a little bit boring. So I hope this pattern is useful to you, and I hope you find this tutorial enjoyable. Okay, let's begin. Okay guys, so I didn't end up filming outside this afternoon like I wanted to, but that's okay, because I'm going to film now and it'll be the same either way. So I'm going to begin this with the electric blue yarn, and we're going to start by making a very simple slip knot. So not the one that we usually make, but just this really standard, really simple slip knot. Okay, so after that we're going to chain 52. So to do chain stitch, that is yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and that's chain stitch. So we'll do 52 of those. I'll go away and do it off camera, and then I'll meet you back when we're finished. Alrightio, now that we've chained 52, we are going to feel our way back to the beginning of the chain, being careful not to twist that chain. Don't want to mess up the stitches. Okay, so here we are back at the beginning, and we're going to slip stitch into the first chain. So hook through and slip stitch. Okay, just like that. Now you've got a really big chain circle. Alright, so the next step is to chain 2, and what we're going to have for the first round is we're going to have 16 stitches for the front and 16 stitches for the back, and then 10 stitches each for the armholes, and that's for the first round. So what we do first is skipping the stitch that we slipped into. We're going to double crochet into the next stitch along, and we're going to count 8. So 1, 8. There we go. Now, that's obviously one half of the back. And what we do next is, for the increase, we're going to be putting 1 single crochet into the next stitch along. 1 double crochet into the next stitch along. And that is followed by 2 chains. So chain 2, and then into the same stitch, just there, we put another double crochet. And this is what forms the increase. Okay, so that is the first of the 10, and then we go to the next one, which is 9. Now when you get to the 10th, we're going to do the same as we did for the first of the 10. So 1 double crochet into the next stitch, followed by 2 chains, so 1, 2, then another double crochet into that same stitch, so 1 double crochet, and there we formed the next part of the increase. So what we do now after that is we just double crochet into the next 16 stitches. So I'll go away and do that off camera, and then we'll meet back up after that. Okay, so I finished those 16 stitches, and that will be the front of the work. Now again, just like for the other increase for the sleeve area, is putting 1 double crochet followed by 2 chains, followed by another double crochet all into the same stitch, just like that. And then counting up to 10, oh, so double crochets, so 9 and 10. So for that 10th one, remember we chain 2 and back into the same stitch we put another double crochet. Alright, so now there should be 8 remaining stitches to double crochet into. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that off camera, and then we'll meet back up and I'll tell you where to go from there. Alright, now that I've reached the end of round 1, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. So just like that. And the next step is to chain 2 and skipping the stitch that we slipped into, we're going to put a double crochet into each stitch along until we reach the increase section. So do the first part together. Okay, so here we are at the increase section, and always make sure to get that last little stitch just there. Just like that. And now that we've reached the increase section, we're going to put a double crochet into the center of that section. Just like that. And then chain 2 and once again double crochet into the center of the increase section. Just like that. There we go. Another increase. Moving along, we're going to double crochet into each stitch along till we get to the next increase section. And now we're going to put the double crochet into the center of the increase section, chain 2, chain 2, okay, and again another double crochet into the center of that increase section, and just carry on like that for the rest of the round, and we'll meet back up again once we've finished, and I'll explain to you how we're going to go from there. Okay, so we've reached the end of round 2, and we're going to once again join the round by slip stitching into the chain 2 of the beginning of the round. So there we go. Now we've finished round 2, and if you lay this out flat on a table, you'll be able to see the increase, and it'll be taking shape and it'll be making sense. Also at this stage, before you do too much, you might want to try slipping it over your head just to make sure it fits. And also, I just wanted to be really clear on this so that, you know, it all goes well for you. And so when you get to the increase section, always make sure that you do, well, before you get to the increase section, make sure you get that double crochet into the last stitch. So the way I like to do it, I don't know if I already mentioned this, was to always make sure that the stitch always falls to the left just above the spoke or the body of the stitch. So that just there. And never put, once you've done the increase, never put the next stitch into there. Always put the stitch into that one along, so it always falls above and to the left. God. Okay, I hope that was explained properly, and I hope you understand. So yeah, I'm sure you can see what's going on now, and I'm sure you can see how it's working out. So basically what we do from here is we keep increasing until the increase sections, you can hold them together comfortably under your arms. So we can all go away and live our separate lives and do our separate things and finish that on our own. And once we get to that stage where you can hold the 2 sleeve increase sections under your arms comfortably, I will show you where to go from there. Hello, I just wanted to meet back up with you again like this so that I could show you. I've now reached a point where I can, just trying it on backwards, but I've reached a point where I can join the increased sections, front and back, comfortably beneath my arms. So just like that, and for me, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that was 9 because it's using the big hook, bigger stitches. So 9 increase rounds. Now, where we go from here, we continue, do the same again. So chain up 2, and then double crochet all the way up to the first increase section again. So I'll go away and do that off camera quickly, and we'll meet back up again, and I will show you where to go from there. Okay, now that you've reached the increase section, what you're going to want to do is take the next increase section and fold where the sleeve is, and then double crochet through both of those increase sections. So just like this. I really hope this is going to make sense. Okay, so see, now you've joined the increased sections. Okay, and now I'm continue on to the back of the garment. Obviously we're skipping the armhole. And you double crochet into the next stitch along of the back of the garment. So, as we've done before. And yeah, just continue on like that until you reach the next increase section, and you pretty much do the same thing. And then, okay, so I'm gonna go and complete that off camera, and then we'll meet back up and we'll try on our sweaters and see how they look. Alright, here we are. So I have joined both of the increase sections for beneath the arms, and what we're going to do now is we're going to try on our jumper to make sure it fits comfortably. Obviously it's going to be a little tighter because I already have a sweater on, but as you can see, no, it's good, looking good. Okay, so what you do from here is you just continue around without increasing. Just we're going to be growing the body of the sweater. So take this off. And yeah, so just like we've been doing, but obviously without the increases. And we're not doing the armholes yet, we're just growing the body. So alright, oh, I forgot to slip stitch. So yeah, as in previous rounds, we just chain up 2 and then crocheting into the next stitch along, not crocheting into the stitch we slipped into. But yeah, so just we'll go away, crochet to the length of your torso, or you know, it could be like a midriff thing, or you know, whatever you want. And we'll go away, we'll do that, we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the arms. Okay, now that I've reached the desired length of my torso, we're going to start work on the sleeve. And to do that, we find the increase sections that we joined the body with, and we find our yarn that we're going to be using. We focus the camera and make a slip knot, just like that. Then, finding the increase sections, that we're going to put the hook through those increase sections, adjust the slip knot to your hook, pull it through those increase sections and chain up 2. So 1, 2. And then, moving on, we put a double crochet into the next stitch along. So remember, not that one just there where the increase is, but the next one along. Like that. And then put a double crochet into each preceding stitch all the way till you get back to the chain 2. And then we'll meet up again and I'll show you where to go from there. Alright, now that I've made it back to the chain 2, I'm going to, it's just like the body of the garment, it's just like we've been doing for the whole time really. We slip stitch into the top of that chain 2 to join the round, and then chain up 2, and not including the stitch that we slipped into, putting a double crochet into every stitch around. And then once you get to the end of that round, slip stitch into the top of the chain 2, and so on until your sleeve reaches the desired length. Obviously for the sleeve, make sure you count the rows, but it'll be pretty easy to count, just so that you know how many rows you've got to do for the other arm, obviously. Okay, yeah, but it's pretty much that easy. I guess we'll meet back up again when we're all finished, and we will try on our jumpers and see how it looks. So here I am pouncing about in the courtyard like a sparkly fresh mint. But yeah, I think it looks really cute, and this is a fun, easy design, easy project that anybody can pick up and make. It's very simple. I had fun making it, and as you can see, the seams aren't all that straight, but it still looks really cute. I still really like it. It's definitely something you can wear out in public, which I'm going to do right now. And yeah, thanks for watching.